All right, buddy, this week on Camera Talk, we're back to Japan. Yeah, Japan. That's right. This week we're looking at Zuiko, Olympus. You know what Zuiko means? The light of the gods.
Do you see the light? What light? Have you seen the light? Yes! Yes! Jesus H. Goddamn Christ! I have seen the light!
And it's an F-Zuiko. Does that mean light of the gods or what? I don't know. What do you think, mister?
I don't know.
Well, why don't we find out together, right? So, grab yourself something to eat or drink, something for relaxing yourself a little.
You just ate the most acid I've ever seen anybody eat in my life.
And let's get it on.
Here I am, Vietnam. Rain is always coming down.
This is Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right, Dylan McDonald and I are back for another week of Camera Talk. What do you think, buddy? It's been a week. We just got back from the beach. But we didn't actually go to the beach because Mommy didn't want to go to the beach.
Oh, fat woman. Are you the boss around here or what?
Fat woman, my ass!
So where did we go? We went to the pool. Oh, and a 2-hour drive to the beach so we can go to the pool.
What the fuck?
Oh well, don't worry, you got plenty of beach time ahead of you, right?
Yeah!
All right, so this week, what are we looking at, buddy? We're looking at a lens that we have not looked at yet, even though I've had it for a long time. But this is the Olympus F-Zuiko. And why is it an F? It's not the F word you're thinking of.
Get the fuck out of here.
F is the 6th letter of the alphabet, therefore there's 6 elements. You don't believe that? You're choking on the words? Come on, mister. So it's an F-Zuiko. Don't spit on it. It's an F-Zuiko 6-element version of this. That's right, I said version.
Spank her. You must spank her well, and after you have spanked her, you may deal with her as you like, and then spank me. And spank me? And me? And me? Yes, yes, you must give us all a good spanking.
There were 3 versions altogether. This was the only one with a 6-element, 5 groups. The other one, 5 elements in 4 groups. So this is kind of a one-of-a-kind 85 millimeter f2. This is you know, something that was brought out in the early 70s, 1972, actually, to be more precise. And the thing that made this particularly famous was there was a British photojournalist who used to shoot pictures for the Observer, the British newspaper, high-end newspaper, and her name was Jane Brown. Not Downtown Judy Brown.
It's Downtown Julie Brown!
But Jane Brown. And she started off with the Rolleiflex and, you know, other systems before that. But once she found the Olympus OM1 camera, she fell in love. It's small, it's light. She shot with the 35 millimeter, the 50 millimeter. But for portraits, which is one of the things that made her famous, she preferred the 85 f2. I mean, it's got an adapter on it, but you look at the without the adapter, and it's the size of a 50. It's not much bigger than the 51.4 Olympus. This is an 85 f2. You know, she took some pretty famous pictures of musicians, actors, the Queen Elizabeth, you know, and the family. But musicians, you know, the big names in Britain anyway, the Stones, you know, Keith Richards and Mick Jagger and the Beatles, you know, with John and
The long and winding road.
and Ringo and Paul and George. But Hollywood, the also big name actors, Michael Caine, you know, Marty Feldman, Robert Redford, Woody Allen, you know, so on and so forth. She took some pretty famous photos out there of these people, and she used this lens to do so. Now again, she used other lenses for other things, but for portraiture, she liked the 85 f2. It's small, it's light, goes from f2 to f16. As with all Olympus lenses, great construction. You know, not much of a focus throw, so it's very snappy, you know, getting things in focus, especially with little things like this little dude who likes to move constantly, right? Moving, 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 that's you, right? Eh? So sometimes it's hard to nail them down to get a good shot. So the focus throw is nice. It's sharp. You know, again, very easy to focus. It's small pocket portrait lens, so to speak. It's got nice bokeh. Anyway, it's, you know, it's an all around nice little lens, and it's not exactly cheap. I mean, it's a couple $100, but and they're not all that plentiful on the internet. You can find lots of 50s and others, but the 85 is not all that plentiful. And of course, it just depends on, you know, which of the versions you'll find as well. But this one is, again, 6 elements in 5 groups. Its close focus is 85 centimeters. Now this is an 85 millimeter lens, but the close focus is 85 centimeters, so it's actually not that close. My Leicas here have 70 centimeters, so they're closer than this one. But hey, as long as you're not into close-up portrait photography, then this is the one for you. It has 8 blades, as opposed to, again, a lot of the others that had 6 in the family, and in Japan in that time period, very popular. And it's 270 grams, so it's not heavy, it's not light, it's manageable, keeping it in your hands as such. So, as usual, let me get you a photo. I'm going to use my my Sony A7R II to use as demonstration. And Dylan would probably like to have that cap, but I'm not going to give it to him because then he won't give it back without a fight. And we don't want Dylan screaming and crying on YouTube, do we?
Shit, Emily, don't.
Oh my God.
No, because then the friends of yours in the future will see that and they'll be like, oh my God, what a little wuss. We can't have that now, can we, right? You have a reputation. Or at least you're going to. So anyway, I take a shot of, just to show you what it looks like from here. I'm about 1.75 meters away from the camera. And I'm using a Canon M50 to record this camera talk. And the kit lens on the end is a 15 to 45 EFM lens. So I try to focus in on the writing on the nameplate to see how sharp it is from here. All right, mister. Now again, this is a manual focus lens. So there is no autofocus, but it's very, very snappy to get in place. All right, ready? 1, no. Okay, moved. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do 5.6. You're surviving in there, are you? It's not too stuffy underneath the camera? Poor you. Hang on, let me brighten the exposure a tad bit so we can see more of what was going on here. Alright, so that's 5.6. Alright, ready, buddy? 1, 2, 3. All right, and that's what it looks like from 5.6. So f2 and 5.6. I can't really speak highly enough of this lens. Dylan seems to like it. I mean, look at that smile. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. He's happy. Happy camper with that Olympus 85, right?
You suck.
Right? Yeah. So as usual, we'll show you some sample shots of Dylan.
That's what I'm talking about.
He likes it when he's on YouTube, and he can watch himself as much as he wants because my wife gives him her phone. Her aunt sends her another one she works at Samsung in Korea. She sends him Samsung stuff. So he's happy with that. All right, so here's Dylan at 85 millimeter f2. And how about Dylan at f 5.6? Yes, 5.6. And how about random stuff? We always like random crap, right? Yeah, we like to show people other things other than Dylan, like cars and trees and flowers and more flowers and other people other than Dylan, and whatever else we can find to put on there. So here's the 85 millimeter f2 random stuff at f whatever. All right, so can we recommend it?
Yes.
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 Dylan says you should go out and get yourself one. Not just because I have one, but because Dylan's expertise is speaking up at the moment and he's recommending it.
What are you waiting for, huh?
So get yourself an 85 f2. I know they're not super cheap, but they're not, thousands of dollars either. So good choice with that. So now that we can recommend it, how about our little plug for our software that we use to edit our photos? And what do we use, Dylan? We use Luminar AI and Luminar Neo. Yes. And why do we use that? Well, for one, it's economical, and so it's like $80 or so when I bought mine. I don't know what it might be now, but anyway, it's still economical, no doubt, if you compare it to the big name brands out there, right? And do you want to save $10? You want to save $10? No? No is your word of the day today, huh? You don't want to save $10. Well, if you want to save $10, click below. That's right. You click on the link in the description below, and if you buy Luminar through our link, you'll save $10. Why not, right? Who doesn't like to save $10? Because if you save $10, that means because we put the effort in to tell you about it. Skylum, who created Luminar, they give us the $10. So it's like kickback, right? Everybody likes kickback, yeah? Kickback, yeah! Kickback. And Dylan gets to keep that $10, right? $10 for Dylan. And what are you going to do with your $10? You going to save it? You going to put it in the bank? You going to spend it on daddy? You going to spend it on mommy? Or are you going to get $1 million?
$1 million.
That's right. $1 million for Dylan. So in the future, he can spend large portions of that on me.
No!
that true? Are you gonna spend it on Daddy? Yeah. You're small enough where I could still beat you up, right? So, better be giving me some of that money. I was too small in school to be a bully, so I can be a bully now, can I? So yes, get yourself a copy of that. So you have Neo, which is a combination of AI and Luminar 4. Now, I still have them all because once you buy them, they're yours for life. So I have Luminar 3, Luminar 4, Luminar AI, and now Luminar Neo. Luminar AI, what does AI stand for? Oh, you don't remember? Come on. What does AI stand for? Make a guess, mister. You know. 1, 2, 3. No, it's not that. Come on, how many weeks in a row do we do this? You should know what AI is now, man. All right, so, well, you can try again next week. Anyway, but Neo, again, has lots of AI. It's got what? Dust and spot removal. What else? Power line removal. What else? Masking AI. What else? Portrait AI. What else? Does it have Dylan AI? Dylan AI? Huh?
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me.
Well, it's got all kinds of other AI too. There's sliders for a lot of quick fix things where you don't need to go into so much detail. But the detail sliders are there if you're one of those editors that wants to spend hours and hours on a single photo. Oh my God, man! Nobody wants to do that, do they? So if you're lazy like us, then you'll like Luminar because there's a lot of quick, easy sliders and get you through your editing very quickly. And you can duplicate things and sync things, and you can use templates so it does all the stuff for you. You name it, it can do it. So anyway, what else, huh? How about some sponsors? We like people to sponsor our show, right? How about you subscribe? How about this one? You gonna help us? Subscribe. You like subscribers, right? They help everybody expose the channel more. How about your 2 fingers, my 2 fingers, make 4 fingers? All the more powerful. Subscribe. And what does YouTube like besides subscribers? What else do they like? Do they like pretty girls? Does Dylan like pretty girls? Huh? Dylan want to see the thumbs up girls? Thumbs up. Do 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 do. Thumbs up. That's right. They are kind of cute, aren't they? So, anyway, so yeah, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Be greatly appreciated. Leave some comments below if you got any suggestions or just want to say hi to Dylan, or you want to send Dylan money. $1 million would be nice for any of you wealthy folks out there. What was that? What was that? Was that you running down? Felt like a giant spider or something crawling up my leg. You scary little dude, you. So, besides that, well, who are we? Why are we even here? You're Dylan. I'm Daddy.
I'm a fucking artist. I'm sensitive as shit.
And all together we are Modesty Photography. That's right. We're here to talk about tips and tricks and poke Daddy in the eye and photography stuff and gear and vintage this and vintage that and Dylan this and Dylan that. So we're Modesty Photography. And everybody should come on back every week, right? Because we do one of these shows every Friday, Vietnam time. So depending on where you are in the world, it could be yesterday or it could be tomorrow or it could be the same day. Don't test me.
Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind.
So, other than that, what else? I think that was it, right? Well, What was the name of our show? This was, turn around. You gotta look at the camera. This was Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right. So thank you for dropping by. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for listening to Dylan and whatever the heck he's speaking gibberish out of his mouth. Thank you for listening to me. Have yourself a great day. Stay safe. Come on back next week and we'll do it all again. Thank you for just being you because you belong here. That's right. So, ready to say bye-bye?
Bye. Bye.
All right, ready? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here I am.